Okay, concession stand sells sunflower seeds for $1.99 each and Cracker Jacks for $1.50 each. Last night the concession stand sold 75 of the two items altogether for $33.08. How many of each were sold? Okay. Alright, now you're trying to find out how many sunflower seeds packages and how many Cracker Jack packages. This is say packages of sunflower seeds. You don't buy one sunflower seeds. I'm an idiot. Okay. And then Cracker Jack packages. You don't just buy one Cracker Jack. Okay, so we have dollars, but we also got two items we're buying, so that makes a system. Money's a function of two different things coming together, so it's a system. Okay, so you make your table, you put together. Then how many units per unit and total. Okay, so sunflower and Cracker Jacks. And if you want to get more specific, you're buying them in packages, not by pounds or anything like that. Okay. Alright, so your total cost. What's your total cost? Your total cost is, and then money total, money per unit. Total cost is $133.80. Okay, that's your total cost. Now you come up here and the how many 75, but it says they're all together, so 75. So I fill that out with X plus Y equals 75 because those are the answers we're finding, the X and the Y. How many? Okay, so I don't need this. Okay. See, when I have this and this, that is not needed. We don't fill that in. Okay, so the cost per unit. Well, the sunflower seeds cost $1.99 and the Cracker Jacks cost $1.50. So to fill this equation in, we take how many units we bought, X, times the cost per unit, $1.99. Then how many units we purchased, Y, times $1.50. So it's 1.99X, 1.50Y. Okay, so I have this equation, but then to go with it, I have the X plus Y equals 75, so that forms our system. The two answers we're trying to find, X plus Y, I have to make 75 altogether, and then taking $1.99 times the X plus $1.50 times the Y is equal to $133.08. Okay, now we need to use the elimination method, so we would times by 1.99 on top, and then times 1 on the bottom. Okay, so 1.99x plus 1.99y, and then 1.99 times 75 gives me $149.29. Okay, now on the bottom we have 1.99x plus 1.50y equals 133.08. So add the negative, we'll take that to 0, negative, negative. So I add $1.99 plus negative 1.50, that's 0.49y. And you take 149.25 plus negative 133.08, and that's 16.17. So then I'm going to divide both sides by 0.49. Again, you got to keep it together here and have faith that your process is going to work out. 33, y is 33. Okay, so 33 Cracker Jack packages. So if altogether x plus 33 is 75, what plus 33 would be 75? Well, how about you take 75 minus 33 and figure it out? It's 42. Okay, number 2. I sell chocolate milkshake mix for $6 per gallon. I sell vanilla milkshake mix for $3 per gallon. The chocolate mix had 15 pounds remaining because it was too chocolatey, so I mix it with vanilla and sell that mix for $4 per gallon. How many gallons of vanilla mix do I need to use to make sure I will not lose money selling it together? When I say lose money, that means you want to make the same amount when you sell it together as you would if you sold the two separately, if you never mixed it. So we got money, okay, as a function of the vanilla and the chocolate, okay. So that's 3 units. We need another system. It doesn't mean I need 2 equations. It just means I make the system grid, okay. So then I have together, and then the 2 things I'm putting together is chocolate and vanilla, and that's measured in gallons. Okay, so how many units per unit and total? So money total, money per unit. Okay, we don't have the money total, so don't try put in equals, but you're not going to fill it. Now you could jump up here. How many gallons? How many units? 15 gallons. Okay, it says the chocolate had 15 gallons, and the vanilla, I don't know. Okay. So I can fill this out. It's just going to look sloppy, but 15 plus x, you don't put 15x. It stays 15 plus x. 15x is 15 times x. Okay. Okay, now the cost per unit. Now there's a lot of these. $6 per gallon for the chocolate when selling it by itself. Remember, this and this do not add up to this in the per unit. Okay, they don't. I mean, this and this add up to this and this add up to this, but this is not going to be an equation. Okay, but I'm going to need something so I can fill that right side of the equation in. Okay, and then the vanilla, $3 per pound, that's the vanilla one by itself. So you're going to mix it together, but you don't add because it's not sold together for 9, it's sold together for 4. Okay. Okay, so now I find these products. Okay, 15 gallons. And then $6 per gallon here, X gallons times $3 per gallon, and then the quantity 15 plus X gallons times 4. So 15 times 6 is 90, X times 3 is 3X. Now I distribute the 4 to the X and the 4 to the 15. So it's going to be 4X, but then 4 plus 15 is 60. So this is 90 plus 3X. On the other side, we have the expression 4x plus 60. Okay, so 90 plus 3x equals 4x plus 60. Now collect your x's on one side, minus 3x. So 90 equals 1x, which is the same as x. If you end up with 1x, you don't need that, plus 60. Now I just minus 60. And 90 minus 60 is 30. 30 equals x. So you'd want to mix 30 pounds of vanilla. Okay, now the percents. I split $7,000 even. No, don't cross that word out evenly. Okay, that is wrong. It is not evenly. Because that would, then you'd know the answer right away. It's $3,500. It's an idiotic thing to put on my part because the answer is not evenly. I split $7,000 into 2 investments. The first investment earns 3% interest, and the second investment earns 5% interest. If I earned $260 in interest, how much money was invested in each account? Because if it was evenly, there'd be no point in doing it because it'd be $3,500. Okay. But it's not, it doesn't come out that way. So line up your percents. The lowest is 3, the highest is 5, and then you don't have anything else. Okay, so it's just the 2. Okay, now you do this table differently. This table pretty much has nothing to do with how we did the last. Okay, totally different. So you line up your percent, or after of, these are your answers. Look up your answers, okay? So these are what we don't know, so I don't know what we're taking either one of these, so it's X and Y. Okay, now your percentages, okay, have to be made into decimals to do the math with it. 0.03 and 0.05. I'm going to cross that out because there's not a third percent. Of what? X and Y. Well, we have to have something here. X plus Y equals Y. Again, now you add. This isn't a units, okay? Totally different. It's not even close to the same process as what we set up on the first 2 pages, okay? So some of you are thinking, I thought you didn't put a plus on this one. Yeah, on the units table you don't, okay? On the percent table we're going to. because X and Y, the two answers have to add up to something, and they add up to 7,000. Okay. So now we find these products. So 0.03 times X, 0.05 times Y, and I'm not going to times here because I don't have anything, so they better have told me what the interest is, and it's 260. Okay. So 0.03X, 0.05Y. There's your two equations. So again, yeah, on the percents you add everything that you can, okay? I mean, or no, never mind. On the percents, yeah, this is for percents, okay? Don't add those together, okay? And this right here. So it's a totally different table than you did on the last one, okay? Put every percent you have. Don't actually, to be honest with you, on the percent table, this is where you wouldn't add, okay? This is where you would not add. This is the no adding on the top row. See, on the units one, it's the middle row that you never add, but here it's the percents, okay? If you don't have a third one, you just don't put it, okay? Okay, so we have X plus Y equals 7,000. Remember, again, the percents in the units system grids are totally different. You can't even really try to compare them, okay? So 0.05, if you try, you're going to be really confused. 0.03X plus 0.05Y equals 260. Okay, multiply by 0.03, 0.03, 0.03, then 111. Okay, so 0.03 times 1x is 0.03x plus 0.03y. Then I'm finding 0.03 times 7,000. I got 210. Now the bottom would just remain the same. Lines 0x, get that out of there. 0.03 plus negative 0.05 is negative 0.02y, and then 210 plus negative 260 is negative 50. Okay. Now we divide by negative 0.02. 2,500. Okay. So that's your Y. That's how much was put in the 5% interest. Okay, what plus 2,500 is 7,000? Well, we'll take 7,000 minus 2,500 and figure it out. Okay, it's going to be 4,500. That's your X. Again, that was stupid to put evenly because obviously they're not split evenly. Okay. I have two containers. The first container has a 4% hydrochloric acid concentration. The second container has a 10% hydrochloric acid concentration. I need to make a new container that has 30 milliliters of an 8% acid concentration. So now you have all these percents. Put your lowest, then your highest, because those are the two things we're figuring out. Then the together, or the in-between amounts, 8%. It's not really in between, it's just, well, between the 4 and the 10. Closer to the 10, obviously. So that means you're going to have more 10% than 4%. Okay, now these two things are what we're trying to figure out. So that's my variables, X and Y. Okay, and then 8% has something to go with, and that's going to be the 30. Okay, so get that percent table. Remember, the percent table is not even close to the units table. It has a totally different set of rules. Okay, you have to know how to handle each of them. So get that out of your head if you're trying to compare it to these first problems we do. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Okay, then I put of. So here I make my percents into decimals, all the percents I have. And if, like I said, on the previous problem, we only had 2, so I didn't add them, I just deleted that. Okay, so 0.04, 0.10, and 0.08. Now x, y, and 30. Because it's clearly, it says of on each one. So x plus y equals 30, and now we find the product, 0.04 times x, 0.10 times y, then 0.08 times 30. So 0.04x, that means 4% of x as an expression. Then 0.10y. Then 0.08 times 30, 2.4. So there's your equations. So we know that the two answers I'm trying to find overall add up to 30. And then 0.04x plus 0.10y equals 2.4. That's a 30 there. Okay, use your elimination. So you times by 0.04. And then the bottom by 1. So you get 0.04x plus 0.04y. And 0.04 times 30 is 1.2. Now bottom, 0.04x plus 0.10y equals 2.4. So you're adding, this would be negative, negative, negative. So we add those, that's 0x. We add those, it's negative 0.06y. Then we add these, 1.2 plus negative 2.4 is negative 1.2. So you divide. So negative 1.2 divided by negative 0.06 is 20. So we have 20 at the 10%, 20 milliliters at 10%. What plus 20 is 30? I'm pretty sure it's 10. Xn would equal 10. 10 plus 20 is 30.